Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the DI Roundtable. It's our season finale this year. I'm getting pretty excited. I hope everybody else is excited. You know what? It's been a great year for us. It's been a lot of fun. Today I am joined by Razgriz and the greatest of Jackal. We've got some topics to talk about today. First, I want to give a shout out to Enigma, who gave us a nice little subscription, while the little
awesome
trailer screen was up, but we're getting it going. We started one on time. We're getting closer and closer. We're getting better and better at this. How's everyone doing tonight? Glad to see everybody in chat showing up for the round table. I'm gonna let our two guests kind of introduce themselves a little bit. Raz, you want to tell everybody a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I have been a member of Damage Inc. since early November of 2016. Good to finally have my first full year in here. And onwards and upwards, folks. We're really making some headway here. Let's just keep it up.
And of course, the legendary Great Jackal, our leader, of course. Not to mention all around sort of just a badass kind of guy. And I mean, just look at him. I mean, that's all, his face says it all. You know what? He's pretty attractive. I'm just saying. I don't know about you ladies, look out. He's taken, by the way, though. And I got second dibs. Jack, you want to tell everybody a little about yourself?
Thirds.
Jackal, you might have a little bit of audio issues. Can't quite hear you.
Hey guys, I'm Great Jackal. If you don't already know, and one key thing I wanted to announce tonight, guys, is oh my goodness, I am not used to American winters. Living in the southern hemisphere myself for most of my life, this is freaking cold.
Yep, that's how I got the flu, and I'm in bed as we speak.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of American winters. We get a little bit of snow here. Not a ton of snow, though.
You're in Illinois. You get like 10 feet.
No, we don't get 10 feet anymore. Global warming, all that fun stuff.
That being certain places, though, still.
Yeah, for sure. That being said, we're going to move into our first topic. You guys can see it down below. It's also should be in the title of the stream. Of course, Steam doesn't like Bitcoin. They won't accept it anymore. Our Lord and Savior Gaben has decided that Bitcoin is no longer on the table as a form for payments on Steam. Kind of weird. I don't know too much about Bitcoin. I know Great Jackal knows a little bit, so we're going to try and give us the layman's rundown of what Bitcoin is. Jackal, what's up?
Alright guys, you know how I like it, nice and short and sweet. So essentially what we have, when you think of the American dollar or the pound, it's called a fiat currency because it's issued by a central authority, the government, and whenever the government wants to make more money, they can just print it, right? Kind of like con dollars used to be in DI many years ago. Bitcoin, that is not possible. There's only a set limit available in the world, and once they've all been mined, you can't get any more. You can't just print anymore. So the way Bitcoin works is essentially if I want to send Razzie some money, it'll update every single computer that has a Bitcoin has a ledger. It updates every single ledger in the world. And so if you want to hack Bitcoin, you have to hack every single computer or every single account that has Bitcoin on it. So you can't. That's why it's very secure. And yeah, essentially how it works. There's no central authority that controls it. It's completely peer-to-peer. And it's like the internet, different computers keeping the network up.
Okay, so it's decentralized currency.
Yeah, correct. Controlled by nobody.
Controlled by nobody.
But we can control it.
DI will control it. We'll figure out a way.
He's got to make Jackal the president first.
That won't make me control Bitcoin. Trust me, you can't control it.
All right. So Jackal, we'll let you take a stab at it first. What are your feelings about Gaben not being able to not wanting to accept Bitcoin? He says that the currency is too volatile.
Yeah, well, if anyone has any familiarity with it, it's been all over the news. It's been in newspapers. It's quite out there at the moment how crazy Bitcoin is like skyrocketed. I think at the beginning of this year, at one Bitcoin was about $1,000, and it's gone as high as 19,000, and it's sitting at about 12 at the moment. So, I mean, it's going crazy every single day. It's either going up $2,000 or it's going down $2,000 if you're watching it. And I mean, I can understand it being so volatile that you may be paying for a game today that costs $30, and that might be 0.00001 Bitcoin, but tomorrow you essentially paid $100 because of the volatility in the currency, or you paid $1, and that's not enough time for Steam to cash that out into sort of US dollars, so that Bitcoin value can drop or rise quickly. So I think that could potentially be a contributing factor.
I can definitely see why that would be an issue. Razgriz, what's your sort of take on this? What's your initial thoughts?
I think I pretty much agree with what Jackal said entirely. It's almost like as if it's like a gigantic stock market in a way. It's like you want to go ham on Steam Winter Sale or something like that, and you have all your value in Bitcoin. Essentially, what you're trying to do, instead of taking a concrete amount, you're essentially selling like a stock share where the price fluctuates. It's not concrete. And I think that's basically why he doesn't want to do it. It needs to be more concrete. It can't be volatile like that.
Yeah, I could definitely see the amount of work that would go in just to making sure that you're keeping up with your exchange rate on the Steam marketplace for Bitcoins. I'd like to see maybe the currency eventually sort of mellow out to what it's actually going to be truly worth down the road. But who knows? I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not a cryptocurrency, like I'm not on it like some people are. But
I'll tell you, the crypto world is so volatile because you have a few influencers on like Twitter or something, and one guy might make a tweet that, oh my goodness, Bitcoin is shit, don't buy it, and these guys are like well-respected figures, and then suddenly the Bitcoin price drops $5,000, and then a bunch of people buy it at that low price, and then they pump it up, and then they dump it. Like, it's all the sort of stuff that's like outlawed and illegal when you do in the stock market. You can't do pump and dump schemes and all that, but all that happens every single day in the crypto world because it's not regulated. And I mean, some countries have started to clamp down, like China and stuff, and the US is looking at it. They're very suspicious because, I mean, you can literally, if you know a few people, you could definitely make money just inflating the price and selling when it's high, and then crashing it and then buying when it's low.
Yeah, doing it over and over again because it's decentralized.
Right.
Yeah, I can definitely see it. I can see why we would want to actively maybe avoid something along those lines, but. What's the word? I'd like to think that eventually down the road we'll figure out a way to do it right so we don't have issues like that. I'd like to see currency be able to hand it in sort of in a lot of ways to a newer age. I know there's been a lot of issues, at least where I work, with people and identity theft. I probably get one or two people that come in every day and have issues with that on their cards and stuff. And I don't think it's to our benefit right now where a less secure banking system has a sort of hold on what is generally considered an open market. The banking system, the debit card system in particular, coming from my cybersecurity background, seems very flawed to me. That numbers and what we define as somebody's debit card or the way they can make transactions online is very, very static. It never changes unless you call up the credit card company and you're like, I want to change in a card. I think somebody's been using it. That's gonna be. That's my 2 cents on it, though. Let's kind of move forward, though. We've got other topics to talk about, other things to do.
Indeed, we do.
I'm having fun, though. I hope everybody else is having fun. So we're going to slide right into the next topic. Is Rocket League hot right now? Rocket League is incredibly hot. A booming esports is definitely coming out of there. I don't know if any of you guys have ever played it. I've played it. I've also casted for it. I've also been involved in some tournaments in their setup. It's been really fun to watch this sort of rinky-dink game really blow a lot of people away, and just how dynamic and how fun it is. And it's fast, not slow. Doesn't take an hour to finish a game. It takes like 15 minutes. Razgriz, I'll let you
Yes,
go
sir.
first on this one. What's up?
Real quick though, before I take my claim on this, quick shout out to the Overwatch division. Rocket League divisions, because they have definitely been going hard, especially with recruiting. So I just want to give a shout out to those guys. I definitely see the intrigue to it. I have played it personally, even though sadly for whichever reason I can't seem to launch it in my Steam client. But then again, that's just me. But from the times that I have played, it's a very, very enjoyable game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Extremely enjoyable. Dare I say, definitely comparable to League of Legends, I would say.
Yeah.
I definitely the intrigue to it. I hope it takes off, because again, it's another esport to add to the list, and more esports the better. It really helps things out.
Yeah, I kind of want to add a spin on this, and I want we'll go from a
shoot.
little bit of a different direction. I'm really curious to kind of see what you guys think. What actually propels these games into being an esport? I'll let Jackal take this next one. What do you think makes Rocket League into an esports? What do you think makes an esports game?
A good esport game would be a balanced. Balance is very, very important in a game, and a scalable game, and a game that has, I would say, team-based or solo. But I think the biggest thing that makes a game good or make it esports is if it can balance team play really well, or player versus player really well. And I think Rocket League has done a really good job with that. It's a sporty game. A lot of people who already like soccer. It's easy to translate. If you like watching soccer or play like FIFA or anything, you can translate that really, really easily and quickly over to Rocket League, and then of course the rest is just comes with it.
Yeah, no, that's a really good way to look at it. To me, if we really want to break in and out of esports into just calling them what they are, sports, because to me, competing with a controller or a mouse and keyboard is the same as competing with your body or in a game of the mind like chess. They're all sports to me. You're competing against other individuals to be the best at a particular task with an end objective, which is a winning state, right?
Exactly. It's an extension of yourself.
And I'd love to see really great spectator games, and I think Rocket League is simple enough that people that don't even play video games can latch onto it and appreciate it for what it is. I think it really is. Rocket League might look easy to some people, but to me it's freaking difficult. I might just not be very good at the game. I might not be very good.
One of the
it definitely
helps growing
takes like close to a few hundred hours to like really get the nuances and be able to like launch yourself like 50 feet in the air and be able to get an aerial goal. It took me that long too, and I could even barely do it.
Soccer is the fastest growing sport in the world. It's growing faster than any other sport, and it's spreading faster, and I think that could also be contributing to its growth, because like you say, it's easy to switch over.
I also think it's generally accepted, even just the sport of soccer it's more universally accepted as opposed to something like baseball or football or even hockey, something like that.
So does that mean that you guys are predicting that Rocket League will become the #1 game in DI?
I can see it.
I
can
see potential for it. If not, I definitely can see to where it definitely secures top 4.
Yeah.
By a landslide.
I think it's already top 4 pantheon as far as not just DI is concerned, but like competitive esports games are concerned. I consider top 4 easy peasy. I consider it up there with CS:GO and League of Legends as far as esport infrastructure and industry is concerned. That's me though. I mean, I see other games going into that. I see like PUBG breaking out in that market. I want to see Pokemon do well. I want to be able to.
It already does well.
Yeah, but I want to see. I want to tune into like weekly tournaments for $2 million on Pokemon because I don't know if you guys remember, like with your Game Boy Colors up late at night with the flashlight pointing at him, playing Pokemon was just an experience,
I would do a playthrough of Red and Blue throughout the course of a whole day with like maybe one break.
Yeah, I Jackal, what game do you want to see break into being almost a full-fledged esport that might not be quite there right now?
Well, if Physics is watching, he's probably going to tell me to say The Forest, but
you could get there. It's about setting up the right format.
I don't know how that would work. I mean, I would like to see Rust, only because I love Rust. I would like to see that breaking there, and I remember there was a push at some point. They had this map, and it was like starts off with a wall in the middle, and after 30 minutes the wall breaks down, and you sort of play it out. But that'd be cool. That's a personal interest thing.
Yeah,
PUBG would be nice.
PUBG's there. It's getting there. It's going.
Yeah. It's not there yet, but it's getting there. Yes.
I'm actually doing pretty well in PUBG. I'm top 3% in the world apparently right now.
Very
I don't
nice,
think I'm that good, but PUBG
Are
does.
you top
so
3% in the forest?
No, I'm not. I guess it doesn't matter then. All right, so we'll move on to the next subject. One that we kind of touched upon a couple weeks ago, but we're revisiting now because there's a little bit more information released on it. As you guys know, last week or 2 weeks ago, we talked about gaming disorder being updated in the manual of mental health, essentially. And it's classified in there as gaming disorder. The more information they released about it is, hey, you guys ready? They released about it is it's going to be classified as an addiction, and it's going to be right next to gambling. I can't help but agree on a lot of it. If you guys think that gaming disorder might be important, let me see. If you're a sub, I want to see a Mal Ross spam in chat. I've been wanting to say that since we got the emote, but we have the emote now. So let me see if any of you guys agree about it. I want to see a Mal Ross spam in there. Some Damage Inc. Mal, please. Let me see it. But I'm gonna let Razgriz and Great Jackal kind of tackle this one. Razgriz, I'll let you hit this one up first. What are you feeling about the situation with the gaming disorder in the manual health? Do you think it's completely justified? Do you think it's worse or better? What do you think?
I definitely can see to the point where it can be considered a disorder, because we've had cases like from years on past where we would have players that would play World of Warcraft and it just sit in PC cafes and just play and play and play days straight, no food, no drink, no bathroom breaks, nothing, and they just sit and they would just pass away just because they did not want to get up away from it. That being said, though, I can see where it is in that retrospect. I can also make the case where it might not be, because it could just be a lot of us just need that escape from like everyday life. We just want to play to cope. We just want to play to have fun. We just want to play just because we just want to play, basically. But
okay,
what do you think, Jackal?
When you get a new game, let's say a Elder Scrolls game comes out. You play Elder Scrolls?
I've played
I
Elder
have
Scrolls.
played Skyrim before, yes.
So if the new one comes out, would you not lock yourself away for a few days to play it?
No, because they haven't made a new one in like 7 years. But that's me.
They haven't had to make a new one.
I get what you're saying, though, and there are some games where I've done that before, and I feel you. But that's generally for very few games, and it's always for, I would say, maybe a day now, because I have responsibilities and I have to be an adult.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Clearly, there are people out there which will just lock themselves away. They don't get out, and it's become an issue at this point, and it sucks that it's become this.
Yeah, correct.
Well,
correct.
anything can be an addiction. Really, anything can be addiction.
Yeah, I have a cheese addiction. I eat a lot of cheese. I'm that close to Wisconsin. It's just right across the border up there, so it's just bad for you. I'll admit it.
Cheese is
hey
good.
guys, what's going on?
Yeah, it is.
I'm Tuesday. I'm a cheese addict, and today I'm going to talk about my addiction.
Oh my goodness.
Jackal.
How do I disconnect?
Yeah.
So,
So
What
how's it going?
What button do I
I'm
press?
the party savant.
Yeah.
I'm addicted to partying. How you doing?
Razgriz, what are you addicted to?
you just said it was partying.
I just said partying.
Yeah.
Partying, right?
Yeah. So Jackal,
Says Razgriz as he takes a sip of water.
Mm-hmm.
you
Who
think,
says it's water? It could be just as well be vodka. You don't know. I could be lying.
do you think they should apply a much darker sort of tone to the gaming addiction in the MSDN? I think that's what they call it, 5, the new edition that's coming out. What's your opinion? Where do you think it lands on the scale of really bad addicting to just sort of, this is a joke?
I don't think it's a joke, because I know that anything can be addicting.
I can
So-
agree with that notion. Yes.
But it's hard to say because it's not a talked about subject. People talk about other addictions like smoking and stuff a lot more, but no one speaks of gaming. So it's really hard to say without without more exposure, at least from my perspective.
Okay, I feel you.
I think that it could be just because, like, in terms of like known harm to the body, as in like a heroin addiction or a cocaine addiction or an alcohol addiction, it's less impactful in terms of that.
All right. Well, I think we've said just about everything we can say on this subject, so we're actually going to move in and take a little bit of a break. We have to run commercials now and pay some bills. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to run some commercials. You guys just hang out.
And poke everybody on
Well,
TeamSpeak who's
get them
not
all
on
in
here.
here. Come on, get them in here.
We're giving a hoodie away tonight, guys. Let's get them in.
We'll be back. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Roundtable. I'm here as usual, joined with some guests, Razgriz and Jackal. You guys know them around. You've been here for the Roundtable for the last 30 minutes or so. Hopefully, you guys know what time it is, though. It's my favorite time of every Roundtable.
Is it my favorite time too?
It's everybody's favorite time, guys. We're gonna
Oh,
go through it.
boy,
Go
I
ahead, throw
can't
out
wait.
this. We're gonna be throwing out this straw poll. That's the weekly waifu straw poll. Go ahead, click that. It's time to get into some weekly waifus. That was enjoyable. It looks like I will run down the stats for everybody who hasn't already been on that page. We got 28 votes for Peach coming in at first. Garnett's got 10 votes. Oh, that's respectable.
Respectable.
My girl Yoko has got 18 votes. Saw his 10 vote shirt. Great Jackal, I gotta hand you this one. You win. You beat me.
Does that
gotta
mean
give
you
it
two have to do shots now?
No, we can't do. I can't do shots right now.
Hey, that was the deal.
Whoa! I didn't know about this. Yeah, this is
Malross
blackmail.
stand if you want them to do shots.
All right, we've got.
That was a mistake.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to be running into probably one of the more interesting sections of tonight. We have been doing giveaways all through the stream, as you guys have been paying attention in chat. But right now, we're going to give away something really special. Great Jackal, you want to tell us what it is? You want to tell us what it is?
So, guys, we are giving away a 2017, class of 2017 hoodie tonight.
Oh.
So- This is the finale, the final episode of Roundtable, and it's to commemorate the end of the year and also how awesome the Roundtable has grown over the last few months. So, one lucky winner will get it. I do have some good news for those who don't win. You are still able to get your own hoodie up until the end, midnight tomorrow, guys. Then it comes off, and then it will become like Bitcoin. There's no more.
Well, there's no more.
So maybe in like 2 years' time at a real life event, you can rock your 2017 hoodie.
2 years time. Oh man, I'm ready. All right, guys. So we're gonna
Good luck.
hold on. Give me 1 second. All right, guys. Everybody's pulling that raffle. Looks like you got it. Make sure you get that raffle. I don't think typing raffle more than once adds you to the raffle again, but hey, what do I know? All right, we go ahead. I'm about to close the raffle. You guys better come on. Let us know.
Get him in.
Make sure you get your raffle tickets in. Get them raffle tickets. Alright, guys, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna close up the raffle now. We're closed. No more entries. Here we go. We're drawing. We're gonna see the lucky winner is. It looks like Enigma RL has won the hoodie. Congratulations.
He's already got 3.
He's already got 3.
No, I'm just kidding.
No. There we go. That's
Nice one, Enigma.
That's your winner for the night.
Congrats, man.
GG, no re.
Oh man, that sucks. All right, now we're gonna enter in to the last segment tonight, guys. We're gonna be doing viewer questions out of the chat. I know we've kind of neglected you guys
I
all
like
night,
this
a
one
lot
too.
more than we normally do, but I'm here for you now. Go ahead, shoot us some
Bring it
questions. If it's a good one, our great moderators will go ahead, grab it, and message it to me on TeamSpeak. Don't message me on TeamSpeak though. I won't pay attention to you. Not saying I don't like you. I just won't pay attention to you.
I think a few people are feeling the burn for not
it
winning.
does. Yeah, it seems like it. Seems like
Could be
I think,
that.
I
Or
think
they
we've.
could be typing long-winded ones.
I'm pretty sure.
Sad
there's-
face.
Yeah, they've still got more raffles going on though, so maybe they'll win something else.
Yeah.
That's right, guys. A ton of games have been given out tonight as well, so keep
Yeah,
checking in the
a
raffle.
bunch. We're giving away like 10 games or something crazy like
It's
that.
the biggest giveaway this year.
The biggest giveaway. It's the final one of the year. After this, we're gonna be taking a break. Roundtables are gonna go on hiatus for just a little bit, you know, while we recoup, get a new season going. Some of these, you know, I don't know what that means, but
Starting a late holiday.
a late holiday, way late, man. We've been going through the holidays.
I hear when it snows too much where you live Tuesday, you get no internet. So make
That
sure you
does
got your food
happen.
stocked up. You got your supplies ready.
If the stream cuts short, we know why.
Oh man, you guys are flooding in with the questions. I appreciate it.
Keep them coming.
All right, I got one here. I got one here right now. I do appreciate that, by the way, Enigma. So why'd you start DI? What's going on with that? Why'd you start it? Come on, go take us way back.
Why?
Take us back to pre-DI Jackal.
Tell us of our origins.
And tell us of our origin story.
Who your forefathers were?
Tell us.
Yes.
Your forefathers were very noble men and women.
Men and women, not just men. We got forefathers
Well,
and
you need
foremothers.
both to reproduce.
Oh yeah, good point. Good point.
Mhm.
So
But
go for it.
so, if you've read the history, you would read that DI started in Stronghold Kingdoms, a game that is no longer represented as a division in DI.
Okay. Yeah, that's a shame. But things we move on. You know,
Yep.
we always
To
adapt.
Rocket League and beyond, right? All the
Yeah.
big new titles.
So
So we started it, me and Con Artis and LLR, because we were fed up with we were in another clan at the time, and I guess you can say that we revolted.
you
I got my we revolted.
Whoa.
Left them because they were doing it bad, and we were like, we can do it better, and here we are. We did.
Do you ever
That's come a long
message people from that old clan? Do you ever go back and you're like, haha, look at me now?
They
No?
weren't very organized. They were just an in-game faction, so I wouldn't really call them a. They didn't have forums or anything. It was very, very informal. I've been in clans since 2000. I joined my first clan in 2002, and I've been in at least 10, and I've led
Yeah.
several. This is not my first clan that I've led. I used to lead a clan called Illusion, with a guy who's been in and out of DI. I don't know if you guys have seen a name called Scotty or Scottian or Horatio on the forums popping in. Those are some
I
of my
think I remember Horatio.
yeah, that's some of the people I used to lead Illusion with. And another time I was in a clan called Exodus, and we had a couple of people in DI who I met up with. Again, many years later. One was a gatekeeper. Can't remember her name off the top of my head right now. There's a gatekeeper who's on long time away, who was in that community. But yeah, so wanted to do it good, but not just make a clan about a game. Wanted to do something more that most people don't do, and that's to go multi-gaming. That's to go into esports, building up into the industry that's booming and doubling every year. I think there's a lot of potential. We've come really far, but there's so much more we want to do. Like so much. We've only hit like 5% of our milestones, even though it's been 5 years.
We are gonna
So-
get there. I guarantee you. We have
Dream
an
big.
amaz- We have an amazing community.
Dream big,
Yes.
win big.
We've got dreamers. We've got planners. We've got doers. We've got
Heather,
shakers.
that's right. Heather. Oh, I'll give. How rude of me. Ender. I was in a clan with Ender in 2006. He was the leader. I joined. I was just an initiate in his clan. I recruited him to DI, but Ender, who's in this channel right now, was one of the people I joined with in 2006.
Ah, good old Ender.
Good
Yeah.
old shout out to Ender for Hegemon.
Good
You
bloke.
guys see him?
Ender
you
for
know,
weekly waifu
maybe
in the next
if you
round
guys
table.
if you guys don't mind if everybody see him, it's just Ender. Go ahead, give him a poke. Just
No, it's
poke him
not
right
bad,
on
you-
TeamSpeak. Just poke him, Ender, on TeamSpeak. Find him, give him a little poke. Tell him we said hi from the round
Give him
table.
some Malrosses. He'll really appreciate it.
Give him some
Malrosses.
Malrosses. Yeah,
Absolutely. He'll
Some
appreciate
Malross. Just for you, Ender.
just for round. Just poke him. Mal- we got time for one more question, guys. Throw them out in chat. If we get something interesting, we'll pick it up and grab with.
that. Ooh.
Were there any moments, Jackal, when you just wanted to stop trying for DI, to just stop a project or stop any particular part of it?
You mean burnout?
I guess if that's the word, but I mean just something that made you want to stop.
Yes, it's always burnout. It was very. We've had the last couple of years, which most people can relate to. It's been pretty good, right? Like we haven't had any major hiccups. But before that, there was a couple of times where we've had some major break-offs and revolts and drama, instability back in 2012 and 13 and stuff. That I seriously like, wow, are we going to survive this? But recently, no, I've been going pretty strong. We have good leaders, good people in the community. It's made it a lot easier. I think we're a lot more stable than we used to be, so that helps a lot. We've got people here who's been here a long time. Again, that helps a lot. Tuesday, I believe. I mean, Tuesday. It's your 1 year anniversary today.
Is it?
You've been very quiet about that.
Is it my 1 year? I think my 1 year was
It
actually
is.
in
Nah.
the beginning of December.
I did. We're both December 2016 cohort.
Oh, congratulations to both of you. 1 year.
For 1 year as a full member. It's been a ride. It's been a ride.
Wait till it's 5 years, right?
You know what? Anniversary
next
I'm
step.
personally looking forward to in March will be the 1 year anniversary of the RoundTable. And I'm really
That's
looking
true.
forward to that.
Yeah,
This
that'll be
has been
good.
a trip and a journey with you guys. Everybody in chat, everybody in DI, everybody that we've touched with the RoundTable. And that has touched us back because every time you guys show up in chat, every time you guys message us, every time you guys just come in and hang out, it's an experience and we're there with you guys on that experience. And I would not have it any other way. I really want it. What's up, Jackal?
But yeah, guys, I'm not a robot. I am also human, and yet it can be very difficult at times when things don't work out in DI. So, and then what I tend to do, and what I tell all my generals and commanders to do, and you guys should too, is if it all becomes too much, just take a few days off, take some SDA time, refresh yourselves, relax, come back. Remember, it's a marathon, not a race. We want to see everyone here in 5 years still, 10 years even. And you don't get there by racing. It's a marathon. Pace yourself.
The truth right there. We want to see you guys all stay around. I've made some long-term friends in DI, and I think everybody else can. You just got to stick around. It's a community. It's worth it. Everybody in here is part of it.
If you're still here in 10 years, Raz Grizz will give you a Bitcoin.
Yeah, Raz. When he becomes the party savant millionaire, we know he will be. All right, guys. It's been a fun roundtable so far. We are going to start closing things out, but before we close everything else out, I want to give a congratulations and a thank you, a big thank you to everybody who's donated bits. I've seen Enigma's donated a lot. I've seen that Vegas is donated. I've seen that people have been sharing bits, people have been subscribing. It's a long list. I don't think I can actively name everybody. That's how much has been going on. But that being said, each one of you guys just know I have read it. I've been paying attention. I have read if you've donated or you have shared bits or anything along those lines. I'm paying attention. I am. I won't lie. I am. And we do appreciate it.
It's
We
true,
really
he
do.
is.
Couldn't do it without you guys. We work hard. Well, some of us do. Not Rex.
Guys,
He's kind of lazy.
I want to can you guys all give Tuesday some Mel Rosses?
Oh, yeah.
It's the finale
Ross.
of season 2. He needs some Mel Rosses just to thank him for running RoundTable for so long. It's been keeping us all very entertained. I can see several regulars in the crowd who comes back again and again to tune in for the RoundTable. So give Tuesday some Mel Rosses. He deserves it. He's done an outstanding
Make sure
job
not to
running
give
these
only one
roundtables.
Mal Ross. Give multiple because every Mal Ross needs a friend.
Hey, Cinders, don't be stingy, man. Don't just give 6, give 50. Come on. I want to see lots of Mel Rosses. That's all of you. Enigma, that's
Gamer
just
better,
either season 2.
Gamer better be sending 777 of them.
Good. Mel Ross. Tuesday for these
More.
roundtables.
All right, guys.
Good job.
You guys are crazy.
And good job, Tuesday.
You guys are everybody in chat's crazy. Let's round it out though, guys. Razgriz, do you want to say anything before we go, man?
Just again, I'm very happy to still be a part of DI. I look forward to being a member of it still further down the road. Shout to all the friends I've made. You know who you are. And yeah, cheers everybody. Here's to 2018.
Jack,
For those guests in our channel, check out our site. Come check us out. See more about us. We're an up-and-coming esports org. Join us.
all right.
But yeah, thank you guys. It's been an amazing year, and it went really quick. And obviously, we couldn't have done it without the help of every single person to get us where we're here. And so I say good job to all of you. But I also say let's double it or nothing next year.
All right, guys.
Well said.
This has been a DI
Keep on crushing.
Roundtable. I'm
There it
Tuesday.
is.
I appreciate everybody who came out. Everybody stay safe tonight. Stay out of trouble. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. We'll see you guys when the Roundtable returns. It'll probably only be a couple weeks before we're back. But we'll see you guys on the next Roundtable. I had a fantastic 2017 with everybody. Everybody have a great year. Happy New Year.
Yeah,
Peace
happy
out
New
from
Year.
the Roundtable.
Happy New Year's, everybody.